Hello, hi, I'm Bella. Thanks so very much for choosing me and my channel to give you kind of yearly forecast for 2017 for all you gorgeous Virgos. And how I work is I work with my spirit guides, and so it's then them really helping me to give you the general themes and the general overview as to what to expect and what's coming up sort of month by month as we go through the year, as a kind of taste and a general sort of overview about what is to come. And we've not use my services or don't know anything about me, you can see everything below. There's links to my services, my website, and also my Facebook community, and please do join me there, where I give live weekly talks on all different subjects. So I'm not one to procrastinate. I'm going to jump straight into what's coming up for you in January. And if you do like this, do like it and do share, greatly appreciated as well. So Virgos, in January, my guides are indicating that okay, right, so they're just saying to me that actually you're very emotional, good and bad. Like, it's a little bit all over the place. With the greatest respect, I get you kind of throwing yourself into a situation that is matters of the heart quite a lot, and you do throw yourself in because you kind of want love, you need it, but then it's like you spook yourself. It's the only way that I can describe this, because, and this is why I mean about the good and the bad, you feel a bit like one minute you're there and then you're not there. Like my guides are saying here, you haven't really almost dealt with what emotionally has impacted you when it comes to matter of the heart in kind of 2016, and there's a bit of a focus on that, which will trickle into the other areas of your life. So this could be you getting into a new connection and then you're giving your all and you're panicking that what happens if the same thing happens, or you're taking someone back and you're panicking, or you have, or you're moving something forward with a meaningful love connection, but because there's been some upset or distrust or something even from your own past that you haven't dealt with, like from way back, needs to be dealt with in this month. I think last year was a very purging year, so lots of star signs would have got it out, but it feels to me that just in December there's a little bit of a shadow of that going on with you guys, that you just need to kind of breathe. Because for some of you, and hopefully you've seen this, you won't do this, for some of you it feels to me that you basically wind yourself up. You basically go on this kind of your own roller coaster of trusting, distrusting, trusting, distrusting. Can I make the right decisions, whether it's in work, whether it's career, with this person, that person, family, friends, that you're all over the place, that you may retreat in February. So hopefully if you see this and know that it's safe, that's the most important message, that it's safe to actually love. There's nothing for you to actually distrust. There isn't. It's not the same energy as it was last year. Anybody that you're interacting hasn't got the same kind of energy. It's much better. You can trust this. If you listen and hear that, then you won't retreat in February. You won't cause yourself distress or distress to other people because you're doing what I call a yo-yo back and forth. You won't be agreeing to take a job and then saying, nope, I'm not going to take it because I'll fail at it, or what happens if X, Y, and Z happens. Don't do that to yourself, is what I want to say. It's not needed. So hopefully you've seen this at the right time of year to avoid it happening. But if you don't, I do get there's a certain proportion of you that will let that overwhelm you when you're retreating to yourself, only to think it through in February, be a bit isolated, only to come to the conclusion that I'm right, that actually you didn't need to worry about that at all, and all you've done is kind of cut your nose and spite your face, with the greatest respect, Leo. So please try not to do that if you can. Trust that nothing is going to go wrong. And I think basically what I'm feeling is about anxiety. It's not that you're doing anything wrong or you're a bad person. It's about letting that kind of anxiety monster and your ego kind of take over, which goes into protective mode to protect us from hurt and pain or disappointment in any area of your life. It's not going to be the same as 2016. So don't start it that way. Don't drag 2016 into this year with you. It's not needed. It's not the same energy. It's a foundation setting year. Positive, much more positive. New beginnings, groundwork. Everything's positive. When you get that realization in February, then you're good. You're good to go. You're going to run with things in a much more positive way. You're going to make plans with people, plans and investing in yourself. You would have started that new job, or you'll take a new and a different one, and it will be good. You'll put in all the work and your confidence will build. You'll start to trust people. You'll start to just give all of yourself freely, without abandonment, without fear, and accept what people are giving to you in work, in life, family, friends, parents, everything. You're accepting it, and I just get you contributing. And because of that, you open up a world to you that is anew, with new possibilities, new choices, particularly when it comes to matters of the heart as well. I get you making very good decisions that, again, lift you, make you feel abundant, make you like it's almost you go from one extreme in sort of January and February to actually having this complete awakening that that's all nonsense, to you then running and almost like imagine yourself running in a field catching loads of daisies and flowers and roses because you've got all these different choices of flowerage that you can have. That's how I see you in April, kind of like you understand the joy of life and you understand how you being focused on what is working positive for you, actually you manifest loads of things that you've got a lot of choice of lots of different things, if you can understand that, and it working so well for you. So I get lots of people who are making choices about what direction to go with their finances, with their house moves at that time, with deciding whether they want children. A lot of Virgos at this time will be deciding very much about contemplating whether they want to extend their family because they can trust the connection they have. It's got the stability there, if that makes sense. And for some of you, you will actively be making decisions or expecting children or be planning children around the sort of April-May time because of that aspect. But ultimately, I just get here, you have lots of choices, all self-made, because you've been making and planning, and so you've got a choice of different things. And it's not that you can just choose one, you can choose about 5 if you want to. You can spread yourself out as thinly as you want. You won't be worn out, and nobody's going to be taking advantage to tear down your light. You just got complete trust, and you feel it. It's abandonment. It's good. So then, as we go into sort of June, July time, I just get here that I mean, if anything, the overall feeling that I'm getting is just a steady, sturdy, nothing terribly fantastic or interesting, no movements, any direction. It's like things just ticking along nicely. It just allows you time to just, I think, regroup, recapture yourself. You know, sometimes we need those periods in our life where there's just no drama, that we've just got still water so that we can just breathe and just be content. That's what those 2 months represent to me. You having that ability to just lay in a still bit of water without that necessarily getting in your way. Sorry, some of you might be able to hear my dog snoring in the background. I do apologise. Likes to get in the video somehow. If it's not running around, then it's snoring or barking. So as we get to kind of August, we was at, wasn't it? August and September. I would say August, somebody may make you have the feeling that you need to panic again like you did at the beginning of the year about distrust. So just when you've had that calm water, it's that old saying, isn't it, the calm before the storm. There's a little bit of that. Again, just to clarify, because I just feel from my guides that when it comes to work and career, particularly after that initial kind of dull period at the beginning of the year, the rest of it runs smoothly. I get momentum, growth, everything moving forward, ticking along nicely. You're very happy. A lot of this is coming about how you feel and how you react to other things at an emotional level, or how you allow people to affect you at an emotional level. So in those 2 months, in particular, I just feel very much that you are, just worried about how somebody may be treating you, and you really putting your foot down that you don't want to live that experience, or at least getting worried about it to the point you may jump the gun so quick and cut them out of your life because you're terrified to replace or to go through that experience. I want to say to you, for some of you, you'll be absolutely correct that that's the right thing to do, because you do it quite swiftly. For some of you, particularly if it's a female that's involved, I would say maybe you're doing it too quickly. Maybe you don't need to cut, but maybe you need to say something to them that makes them very clear that if they continue, that will happen, because by doing and saying that, actually it will stop it in its tracks. So you will be having an ending of sorts, but maybe not in such a dramatic fashion, particularly if it's a female energy that is the one that is bothering you. Okay, other than that, some of you just don't, you recognize you're on a different life path. You've enjoyed that calm water. You're not having anybody putting ripples in it, and so very quickly you cut them off or cut them out of your life. Whatever you decide, it's going to be the right thing for you, because again, as we go into October, I just get a feeling that you have nurtured yourself, nurtured projects that you're starting to see the financial benefit from it. So again, if you've been employed, self-employment, study, you're starting to see the benefits of this, because you've been, there's a sense of this re-nurturing. Again, more discussions that I've been showing about children expecting, or your family, somebody in your family. There's a birth being, it's almost like you're not on your own. For those of you who are considering sort of your fertility, it feels like you're just not on your own. You've got other people around you that say, me too, I'm pregnant as well, or here's little Timothy. there's a more than one kind of feel about it around that time. I get that you start to invest your money into yourself. Again, self-learning, self-development that helps you grow and expand what it is that you decide to do when it comes to career. That will happen much later in other years, are happening now in this month, because you can see how things have worked. You've been basically, I feel that you've been given the grace and the time to be able to kind of sort things out nicely for you in a very calming kind of way that allows you that time to really process things through, you can put plans in motion for later years. In November, it's a really good time for love, really good time for love. If you're single at that time, when in a connection at that time, you are in your super love bug heaven in that energy. That month, as far as I'm concerned, it's got nothing to do with any other connection other than the romantic sense. So get ready for a really hot, good, but very loving, very super bonding. For some Virgos, you'll be almost like meeting soulmates at that time. It's really, really lovely. Sorry, they just stepped in with something. It's a love bug energy in that month, and for most of you, that will continue on. But there'll be a small number where it was a bubble situation. It was something that was really lovely, like almost like a holiday romance, a whirlwind sort of situation that will pop. But it's a very small number, though. Just need to tell you that. Obviously, enjoy November, but for a very small number. And I think this is where it's very new connections and not necessarily those that have been longer. The bubble kind of pops. And I think here, again, the theme that I've recognised with you in this reading is that you're not letting other people set off that panic in you. Your theme is that when that panic, or they don't treat you right, they ghost you, or just want to make you feel bad, too controlling, whatever this is, toxic kind of relationship type of thing, when their mask slips off and they try to drag you down, you are off. You will cut them out of your life. So even though for that small number where that bubble bursts, it is burst by you. You're the one leaving it. There's not the other way around. And it's for your own good, I have to say. But for others, I'm talking about a very small number. The others, it will just continue to flourish, basically, for the rest of the year in a very marvellous way. So, yeah, this general overview, when you look at it at an emotional kind of level, is all about how I feel mainly about how you trust other people, allowing yourself that you can trust, because also allowing yourself to recognise that because that you will have an internal mechanism that when people don't treat you right, that it will flick on a lot sooner, and that people then can't drag you or suck you into situations that are no good for you mentally or emotionally. So basically, it's just showing that you nip things in the bud sooner rather than later, because you've learned to trust your intuition and to not fear things, and that the fear, you can get rid of it because you have the power to stop anybody from affecting you badly. So I do hope that's helped you today to kind of give you some key kind of themes for you to kind of look out for in 2017. And like I said, if you'd like to have a private reading or know more about my services, the links are just below. And it's been a real pleasure to give you a reading today. Please do like and share, and I hope to see you again here on my channel. Take care. Bye bye.